Hello. Today is Tuesday, the 21st of September, and I just wanted to give you a short update of how I'm doing. It's taken me a little while. The previous couple of weeks, as you will see in the footage, I didn't get my treatment because of my blood counts. Last week I did get the treatment, and I can tell you I'm short of breath once more. Even standing for a short while knocks the breath right out of me. So for the rest of the vlog, I better go and sit down. Hello, and welcome to another episode of my journey. In this vlog, I want to address what supporting a cancer patient really means and what it's like from the point of view of my partner. As always, there's an update of my treatment as well. When my mother was diagnosed with terminal colon cancer over 20 years ago, I was at first filled with terror. There were metastases in her lungs, liver and bone, and the doctor gave her 2 years. She died after 1.5 years. One day, when I was visiting her in hospital after surgery to remove the primary tumor, her roommate, equally terminal and wearing a chemo hat, was wheeled in by a smiling daughter. They were having an animated conversation. I remember thinking to myself, how do they manage? How can they be smiling and cracking jokes? I could never do that. Yet, a few months later, I was doing exactly the same thing with my mother. Month after month, as her condition deteriorated and she became weaker and weaker, I had to adjust. Now I have cancer myself. I haven't stopped pushing my boundaries once again. Week after week, new treatments, new symptoms, new side effects have surged. If you'd told me only half a year ago that on some days I wouldn't be able to walk up a street without my husband's support, I wouldn't have believed it. I would have refused the kind of barbaric treatment that would cause these side effects. But it's this treatment that may save my life and help me live long enough to walk up plenty more streets without anybody's help. It goes to show that both as a cancer patient and as a carer, we have to be able to adapt to changing circumstances all the time. Over the last couple of weeks, my husband Antoon and I had some talks about how he's experienced the journey so far. As he doesn't feel comfortable speaking English on camera, we spoke Flemish, and I have translated his replies in English. Hello, it's now 7:45 and I'm walking towards the hospital to hopefully get the second installment of my 5th chemo. As you can see, walking is a lot easier now. It's much easier to carry my bag as well. I'm trying to show you my outfit. Hello, it's now just past 7 a.m, about 10 past 7 a.m. And as you can see, it's quite misty. Also, it's not completely clear yet. The days are getting shorter very quickly now. Autumn is approaching. And we're going to the hospital for session 5A, so no, 6A. Not awake yet. I'm very, very tired. Hardly slept. So session 5A. I'm going to the hospital for session 5A. No, session 6A. The final round of my chemo. It will have to go through today because the last 2 weeks I couldn't get the chemo because my bloods were not good enough. Yesterday we went for a walk. I'll insert some photos. It was beautiful but very tiring because we had to climb a lot in our beautiful Flemish Ardennes. I hope they'll be able to draw blood because that's a bit of an issue to draw the blood via the portacath. Yeah, so I'll check in with you later. We're going shopping. It's Wednesday today. But unfortunately, I'm very out of breath once again, so not really looking forward to it. I want to do so many things, and I simply can't because I'm too much out of breath. I wish this chemo was over. Today my morale is below zero. I've so had it with this blasted chemo. After the shopping this morning, I prepared dinner. Sounds simple enough, doesn't it? Well, it wasn't. I was so out of breath that I could hardly walk up the street to the organic shop. I had to stop a couple of times. When we came home, the groceries had to be put into the fridge. I was huffing and puffing as if I'd just run a mile or two. And then I wanted to mash the potatoes, but I hardly had the strength to do so. By the time we could eat, I felt completely exhausted, even though I slept over 9 hours last night. As the weather was beautiful and sunny, even though it was a bit cold, I dreamt of going out for a coffee this afternoon. I'm so tired of missing out on everything. Having chemo every week may decrease the side effects, but I've so had it with being a prisoner inside my own body, with a puddle for a brain, a pair of noodle legs that can hardly bear my weight, and constant side effects. As my husband tends to see work as an escape, we didn't go for a coffee. I had a good cry. Not that that was any help.